First of all, I mean, to me, you have to prove it. So again, guessing if this sort of start can continue, it's silly, because now they're not dog days of summer, but of winter and the festive season, and some key injuries, not that I wish them on Aston Villa, are going to come. No, they're not ready. The pressure's going to come, and that's going to be the key. They've never been in that situation. They're great at home, but as we've seen, even in that last game, they came back, but away, they're not the same team, and I think this is going to pile on onto them a little bit. So we've seen that from Newcastle last year. I mean, they obviously had to go at it, made it to top four, but paying the price right now for whatever reason. I just think when it's all said and done, as I've said, teams that are deep in quality in their squad. You look at right now, Arsenal, you look at Manchester City, there is zero reason to logically think that Villa can match those two teams alone. I'm not even sure they can match Liverpool in that as well. So absolutely not. I mean, look, I know there's been a Leicester City once, but this is not going to happen. And it shouldn't happen. It's too early, and I'm sure Unai Emery will be the first one. They're going to have a difficult time fighting for top four. Never mind Premier League title.
But props to them, obviously, from what we've seen so far. So you just mentioned Man City. We've been talking about them. Just mentioned Arsenal, and you said maybe a Liverpool there. So we're going to get to the Gunners' hopes. But before we went on today, you said that you have a clear favourite in the title race of the Premier League. You didn't say clear, right?
Well, I did say clear, but I mean, I want to give Manchester City.
Now you're retracting it.
No. Because I'm not retracting it, because you know it, and all the viewers that have been with us for now 2 or 3 years know that last season I would never.
Last season you would not shift every single week. I asked
never
if you had any issues. Even when Arsenal were top of the league, you kept saying, no, City are going to do it, City are going to do it, City are going to do it. And you wouldn't waver. So when you said this before today's show, I thought the way he said that, it suggests that something different is going to come out of his mouth.
Yeah, because Arsenal are definite contenders for the title.
They're your favourite.
Definite contenders. They are favourites. I'm not afraid to say it.
I got a favourite.
Look, all the ingredients are in. I don't know. I mean, if not now, when? Forget the City, because that was the same situation last year, that they weren't at their best and they eventually found their way. And of course, Manchester City can do that again. But last year, I didn't think Arsenal were ready to do that, right, over the course of the whole season. This year, if I look at the facts, everything is in. I mean, this is a team that's one of the best in terms of attack, the best defense. In terms of character and spine, everything's there, right? Saliba, arguably for me, the best central defender in the league. He was, even that last year, we were just probably afraid to say it, but he certainly is. Declan Rice, I mean, I hope, I haven't heard Patrick Vieira mentioned once this season. And last year and the year before, that's all we talked about, right? That they don't have a leader. They don't have a character in the center of the pitch that can do that. He certainly, now that he's finally moved centrally and not on the left side of that midfield, is there. We have a team that doesn't panic, can win home or away, a team that has proven that can win games very, very late. A team that goes to places that normally we thought they would fold, the difficult ones at this part of the season, maybe January, we'll have to wait and see. But, the Burnleys, the tough grounds when it gets physical, that's no longer an issue. They have a brilliant manager that's proven that he's brilliant in Mikel Arteta. We have a team that's extremely good on set pieces. I think they may lead the league, at least in corners, most goals scored from corners. I mean, tell me one category that would make me not say that they're definitely contenders. This season, they can fight Manchester City.
Last year, you kept using the word contenders. You said before the show you have a clear favourite.
They're one of the favorite. They're one of the favorites to win the league. Yes, I mean, if Arsenal, let me put it this way: Arsenal are ready to win the Premier League this year. Okay. I have no doubts. Look, another fact that
on it now, who would you go for, Arsenal or City?
At this moment, it's Arsenal. It's absolutely Arsenal, because of everything that I've mentioned. And the fact that they're scoring by committee, which I, by the way, love, because one of the things they'll say, well, that number 9. But look, everybody, defenders, midfielders, strikers are scoring. Edin Nketiah comes off the bench and scores, right? He's got 5 goals. I don't know, probably close to top goal scorer there as well. So although, yes, they could probably, just like any team, use maybe a little bit more depth, another player or two, which, by the way, they may or may not, I don't know, they may address in January as well. But at this stage, because this is different Manchester City that we saw last year, right? Remember last year, you kept on asking me about Erling Haaland. He had 1 million goals by now. Not there, for sure. The team defensively is not the same Manchester City. And I look at Arsenal, who are perfectly balanced as we speak right now. So they have to be the favorites to win the league right now at this moment. And they have all the ingredients that take to win that title.
December 19th, 2023, Janusz has Arsenal winning the title. And last year, it took me, honestly, the whole of the season, and I still couldn't get him to say that. So you've heard it here first. We'll be back next week, or maybe the week after that.
It's funny that you say that, because, I was thinking, maybe I should be more sensible and not go. But, it's a big game.
Janusz,
you know what? No, you know why? Because there's a massive test against Liverpool, and that's gonna. The result's not necessarily going to change. It's not going to change the way I think of Arsenal, because you're going to lose games, and especially, as I've mentioned, I mean, Liverpool obviously understand how big that game is after the draw against Manchester United to keep up with everybody. So it's going to be a massive test.